Some of you probably know that my daily driver that I drive to work is a BMW E46. It's a 2005 330 Ci convertible, and nothing special about it, just a regular, nice little cruiser. I drive it to work every day, and I've been recently thinking about turning it into some kind of a project, maybe doing a motor swap, changing the interior out, doing some upgrades, the suspension, all these things. And the more I got into looking into what it's going to take to make some of the changes I want to make to the car, I learned that I would probably be better off starting out with a different platform, and that platform being the M3, if I was going to stick with an E46. So yesterday I saw a car come up, I saw it on for sale. I asked the dealer, it's been for sale for about, he's had it now 3 weeks, I think he said, and it's a BMW M3, and it's carbonshwarz metallic. It seems to be cosmetically in reasonably good shape, but I stopped over at the dealer, I grabbed the keys, I'm taking it over to BMW where our very own Hannah works as a product specialist, and fortunately her fiance is there in the service department, and we're going to take this over. They've cleared out a bay. We're going to have them take a look at the car, see if there's anything going on with it mechanically that we need to be concerned about, and find out what's going on. One thing I can tell you is, it was obvious to me when I got to the lot that the car had been lowered, and I don't know how they lowered this car. I don't know what the mechanism is, if it's, I had no idea, but I'll tell you something. Whatever they did to make the changes on this car's suspension, the ride in this car is awful. I mean, it's teeth shattering. So you hit a small bump and and you hit a big bump and you're going to be replacing a kidney. So on my way to BMW, we're going to head over there, pull this thing into the garage and take a look at it. So I just took the car on a ride with Troy in the service department over here at BMW, and it's definitely got some stuff going on with it. He's putting it up on the rack, going to take a look at it, and then come out and give me whatever bad news he's got. After taking the car to be checked out at BMW, it's got quite a few things wrong with it, and I'll go over that list in a moment. But that being said, I did just purchase this BMW. Now, one of those problems that it's got we have to deal with right away is the battery is absolutely dead. We jumped it earlier to get it started. It died at BMW. It died again at a gas station. So I'm gonna have to replace the battery today. So the first thing I got to fix on this car is the battery. It's absolutely dead. In fact, while I was out test driving it, I shut the car off and got stuck at a gas station. They had to come pick me up. Replacing the battery, I'm pretty certain that someone has added some sort of a different way to hold the battery, because if I remember correctly, and if it's anything like my E46, it actually has a metal bracket hold down. This actually has some sort of ratchet strap, like two little ratchet straps holding this battery in. So I probably, I don't know how secure that is, might look into replacing whatever goes in there correctly. I'm on my way to pulling this out, on my way to pick up a battery. So I'm out here at Cars and Coffee with my dog Smalls. Say hello, buddy. 2003 M3 BMW E46 platform. I'm out here at Cars and Coffee for to meet up with my friends and let everyone tell me how I've made a huge mistake by buying this thing. I purchased a car when I got online looking around. Originally I had considered making a project out of I have another E46 BMW. It's a 330 Ci convertible, regular car, not an M car. And I was going to make a project out of it. I got looking into it, and a lot of the things I wanted to do, I found that it would be a lot easier to do if I already had the M platform to start with. So got online, took a look, went to autotempest.com, and thank you to Freddie Tavares, Ed Bolian, and Tyler Hoover for putting me onto that, because it really is a great search engine. And I was able to search across the whole country. This BMW was at the time the cheapest one listed in all of America. And it was at $14,600 was the asking price. The average price of most of them were around low 20s, 21, 22, 23,000. They were asking $14,600 for this. And the crazy thing about it was that the auto lot that had it for sale was literally in my neighborhood. It was just 5 minutes from my house. So I got in my car, drove over, took a look at it. They were closed. Went back the next morning, took it for a test drive, and I learned why it was so reasonably priced, and that's because this thing has the worst ride quality of any car maybe I've ever been in.
See how this goes.
And that platform being the M3, 3 weeks I think it said, and it seems to be cosmetically in reasonably good shape, but it is literally like there is no suspension. You know, you can see the thing is kind of stanced out. It's very low to the ground. It has actually H&R springs on it, but they seem collapsed. The ride is terrible. In fact, on my way here to Cars and Coffee on the interstate, which is relatively smooth, I hit a bump and the A-pillar literally fell off of the car into my lap. Pretty rough car. At the time, lowest price one. I took it for a drive. I took it over to BMW. I had them put it up on the rack, take a good close look at it, and the car's pretty solid. It has a lot of problems. I went back to the lot, negotiated. I ended up picking up this car for $12,000. That's what I paid for it. So that good price that I paid is going to immediately be taken up by all the repairs it's going to need. My plan is to first get this thing into sort of a driving condition where it's a reasonable thing to drive around on the road. We have a lot of plans for it. I don't know if I'd call them crazy, but they're certainly out of the norm. Some people in BMW forums are already pretty upset with me about what I have planned for this car. But whatever, it's my car. So if you want to know every single thing that's wrong with this car, take a look at this video right here. Or if you want to see another really great project build, take a look at Chase's Corvette in this link right here.